everybody. Welcome to Step by Step Stories. Thanks for following us on Instagram. My name is Mrs. Digby. I'm going to be your teacher today. And today we're going to be talking about a phrase that you may have heard before, but we're going to talk a little bit more about what exactly this phrase means. And this phrase is called check your privilege. All right, so let's first look at what privilege means, and then we'll start talking a little bit about what checking your privilege looks like and what it pertains to. So a privilege is something that is an unearned right. So it's something that, you know what, just because you happen to be born a certain way, just because you happen to have certain parents or certain situations, or you live in a certain place, has no bearing whatsoever on anything you've done, okay? But you get a chance to enjoy it, all right? And over the years, what we have learned is that, you know what, it's really, really important for us to check our privilege in terms of thinking about what kind of prejudices do we maybe have within us that we've never really thought about that give us an opportunity or more opportunities than somebody else. So let's talk about what are those things that we can think about. And it really starts with thinking about yourself first and understanding who you are and what kind of privileges you have that give you an opportunity to do the things that you want to do. So it matters what race you are, okay? What kind of race do you identify with? There are different races. How do you identify? White privilege, or the phrase white privilege, refers to a white, straight man who is allowed to practice their religion in a safe manner. Okay, that's called white privilege, and for most of the world, actually, white privilege is something that is very important, and that's what really our whole society is based on. So there's race, there's gender. Are you a male or are you a female? Are you, who do you identify with? Your sex. Are you male or are you female physically? What religion do you practice? What's your nationality? Do you have some kind of a disability or mobility situation, or are you able-bodied and able to manage in different situations? What about your sexuality? What kind of sexual, are you a heterosexual? Are you a homosexual? Okay, all different kinds of ways that people, express their sexuality. But for heterosexual people, you know what? They have a privilege. And body type as well. You know, what's your body like and how is it that people perceive you when they look at you? Okay, so these are all different privileges and different items that we need to really think about. First of all, about ourselves. Okay, and then more importantly, how do we use our sort of inbred prejudices, our inbred privileges when we are interacting with other people? Okay. It's really, really important before we begin our interactions with other people that we try to really think about where we're coming from and what we may just really take for granted. And then it's important for us to try and get to know the people that we're interacting with and find out, hey, where does that person coming from? What is their life experience? What is their frame of reference that may be really different from what I've been allowed to do through no fault of our own? Okay, that's called checking your privilege. Checking your privilege is about making thoughtful, understanding decisions and reactions and responses, understanding that you're coming from a different place than the people that you're interacting with. So thank you very much for joining us. I hope you enjoy the activities and we'll see you soon. Bye now.